Well, welcome to today's weight loss call. This is Milo with you, and we have a great call lined up for you guys today. We'll try to keep it short and sweet. We've been having so much success with this product, with Sisel Thin and Sisel Sport. It's incredible. We see the sales every day. How you guys are sharing this product with your friends and family. We see more and more things on Facebook posts. Recipes, your before and afters, testimonies, and it's awesome. We love the activity and the energy that's out there, because we want that. We see it in corporate as well, with some people that are trying the product, how the product is working, how this, all of our products change people's lives. But at the same time, when we start like a group of a team of people that want to have the same goals, and we see those goals get realized every single day and fulfilled, it's just very gratifying, even for us here at corporate, just to see the enthusiasm that's out in the field with you guys, and how you guys are sharing your story with the excitement that you guys portray every time that you get on the phone or that you post something online, or whenever you call the 6700 number and you leave your story, your testimony, just the passion, just to hear those recordings is very gratifying. So thank you so much for what you guys are doing. We're going to keep doing these calls, live calls, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m., the same number. We'll leave the recording in our YouTube channel if you guys want to see older calls. If you want to see last week's call or this call, we'll post it tomorrow. And you can just call 801-704-6800 number 6800, and then you will. I think it's option number 2 to listen to these calls. So it's a 24-hour recording, so you can listen in all day, every day if you want to, and just see what what our guests are saying and talking about. So. Without further ado, I'm going to be bringing on our VP of Global Sales and Marketing, Mr. Aaron Rennert. Aaron, welcome to the call.
Hey, Milo, thank you so much. And everybody, it's going to be an important call tonight. It's going to be a great call. Make sure that you're inviting as many people as you can to these calls, because I'll tell you what, every week we come prepared with a lot of great stories, great testimonials, great people that are doing phenomenal, as Milo mentioned, having phenomenal results on these products. And I'm telling you, likewise, myself the same. I hate to say it, but I had a little bit of Sisel Sport about 2 hours ago, and I'm feeling like a champ right now. So I'm telling you, the products work, the products are amazing, and people are seeing results. And as a result of that, we're going to have a great call tonight. I can't wait to bring on a couple of our guests, and I'm going to get to that in just a minute. And then for those of you that saw the announcement, we're going to give away a couple of products at the end of the call. Milo will be giving those out based on those people that are commenting, liking, sharing, and then, of course, hashtag Sisel Thin. And real simply put, we can give out a couple of products each week because we want people to come to the call. We want to reward you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And we know that it's an important call because right now we've got literally over 70% of the world population. Maybe there are certain countries that don't fall into this category, but in most parts of the Western Hemisphere, we have got a problem with weight and obesity and being overweight and on and on. So I'm going to hit on a couple of those stats in just a second. But first off, who is Sisel? Let's talk a little bit about who we are. And everybody I know invites you to these calls if you're a guest and they say, hey, we're going to have a great call with the best company in the world with the best compensation plan. You can be rewarded financially. I'm telling you, we understand that. But here's our point. We actually have a company that's been around for a long time, folks, and we are excited about what we have. We're excited about the products that we offer. We're excited because we know that they work. We know the science behind them, and that's really the foundational pieces of the company because Sisel is spelled S-I-S-E-L, and it's an acronym. First letter stands for science. It's what we do. It's the first part of our name. If you're looking for research, check. We've got it. Do we operate our own labs? Yes, check. We've got that. How about the commitment to quality? Absolutely. And so when we talk about the second letter in innovation, the Mauers have been around for a long time. Literally, I think about Tom Jr., who's been at the helm of this company with his father for about 15 years. And then you go back beyond that. So for about 35 plus years, these guys have been building the cleanest, safest products on the planet. These guys were the pioneers in the space. These guys were out there teaching people around the world, educating, informing, and empowering those people to take back their lives. And we have the same opportunity today. And here's the thing. They didn't trust anyone to build their products. They didn't trust anyone to take the same care and consideration. And so they built their own 300,000 plus square foot manufacturing facility where they can oversee the development, the quality, and the production of each and every product. And from my perspective, when you look at the raw ingredients that come into a product, and when you look at the finished good that lands on your doorstep, you want to know that there was control during that process, and we've got that. Now, the third letter, S, stands for success. For some people, this means living a healthy lifestyle, and for others, it means that they are literally looking at it from a business perspective. But with Sisel, you guys can have both. We can share amazing products with others and have them feel as good as you do. That's rewarding enough. But sharing products and getting paid for doing so, that's next level rewarding. And we want everyone on this call, everyone that listens to the recording, everyone afterwards, to be rewarded for the efforts that they put into their business. That's our focus right now. The fourth letter, E, stands for energy. And really what we want to do is we want to give people the opportunity to understand that we've got people that are surrounding themselves with like-minded people. We've got people that are looking for an opportunity. We've got people that are energized about your success, and that's where the energy comes from. We've got the systems, the tools, the promotions, the training to help you guys every step of the way. We want you to know that we're here for you, and we want to support you, but you also have an incredible group of people surrounding you that literally have the same knowledge, the same thoughts, the same ideas, and sometimes even a longer history in this industry, this segment of the industry, than what we have. So there's an opportunity for you there. The fifth letter, L, stands for longevity. Sisel's built to last. Look, folks, we are a debt-free company. We've got a decades-long track record of helping people around the world find their health and prosperity. The Mowers will be passing this legacy down from generation to generation. And so a lot of times I tell people, when you think about longevity, you think about age reversal. When you think about longevity, you think about, as Tom Sr. would say, aging backwards. But folks, the bottom line on our side, longevity does stand for that, but we want you to know that we're in business for a long, long time. We're not going anywhere. We are focused on the helm being taken over by other people within the Maurer family, and we'll continue this on for generations, and we're looking forward to that. Now let's jump into the reason why you're all here. Again, I love to give a little bit of foundational support to what we're talking about. But listen, fat stats, we've got an issue. Overweight and obesity is worse than it's ever been. We're seeing more people deal with it. It's causing all kinds of problems such as cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, all kinds of issues for people. And those risk factors hit people, some people harder than they hit others. But the fact is, it's still deteriorating your health on a regular basis and on a quick pace if you're not doing something about it. And so when we think about some of those people that are out there and some of the issues that they're having as a result of this epidemic, if you will, we know that over 70% of North Americans are either overweight or obese. That's a common knowledge theme. And so we know that literally more than, but we'll just call it 2 out of your 3 friends are probably struggling with weight. That's a pretty common occurrence. Now, when you surround yourself with like-minded people, that goal that people have to change that weight, change that process, change that thought is something that's very, very important to so many people. And we have the ability to help more people. And I don't care if you're overweight or obese, we can help you. We can take the time and talk about it and dialogue and try to help you guys with the information that you need to get to that next step. Because literally, for the first time in 2013, in the history of our planet, more people died from obesity than from malnutrition. So think about that. If in the past it was based on people with a lack of nutritional source, and they were having issues and obviously dying as a result of that malnutrition, now in 2013 and beyond, it's the first time in the history of our planet that we've had more people die from obesity and overweight issues or side effects than any time in the history of time. And so in 2007 to 2008, 33.7% of Americans were obese. In 2015 to 2016, jumped that up 6 points. 39.6% of Americans were obese. In 2007 to 2008, 5.7% of Americans were severely obese. Now again, bounce that up 2 points. In 2015 to 2016, 7.7% of Americans were severely obese. So unfortunately, we've got issues where we know we're dealing with them. How do we change some of that? Well, sugar is an easy one to factor in right now. If you think about sugars in the 1700s, the average person ate 4 pounds of sugar. In the 1800s, the average person ate 18 pounds of sugar a year. This is annual consumption. In the 1900s, the average person ate 90 pounds of sugar. And now we jump forward to the year 2015. It was estimated that the average person ate 200 plus pounds of sugar annually. Think about that, 200 plus pounds of sugar. I see these soda shops that are popping up all over, at least our state. They've got these places that are literally just loaded. They call them dirty Diet Cokes and dirty Dr. Peppers and all these other things. And they're just loaded with sugars. They are just absolutely overflowing with sugars. And folks, we've got an issue, because if you think about it from a calorie standpoint, back in 1965, it's estimated that the average person ate about 16 or 1,500 calories a day. If you think about that, it's estimated that now today we're eating about 3,700 calories per day. And if you think about those numbers, and again, the scary part about that is, hey, we're in a busy world. We're getting busier. We're running through fast food places. We're trying to do everything we can to satisfy the family and satisfy everybody around us. But the fact is, every time you swing through a fast food drive-through, your average calories from a fast food meal equal right around 1,844 calories. So think about that. Burger, fries, soft drink, maybe a shake, maybe a smoothie, maybe a Frosty, whatever it is. Those are just big, giant calorie hounds. And so unfortunately, we've got to find ways to curtail that. And the only way that we can do that is to start watching how we're eating and what we're eating. And then we also need to think about the calories in, calories out. And then we also need to think about products that we can use that will help support that. So we have 2 products that we've just released, Sisel Thin and Sisel Sport. 2 unbelievable products to add into the arsenal of products that we currently have that are helping so many people around the planet right now lose weight. I mean, I'm talking, we're going throughout Europe and the UK. We're going throughout Australia, New Zealand. We're obviously going throughout North America, where I just was on the phone 2 different times this evening with our Japan staff. We're getting ready to launch a couple products there. So, folks, we are in the model right now of building some people into some great testimonials, because that's what we do. And when we think about Sisel Thin, it's a phenomenal product. It tricks your mind into thinking that you're going into ketosis even faster, giving you the opportunity to literally start burning fat, because that's what your brain is told to do. It's triggering the brain to say, hey, I've got to go out and burn fat instead of my proteins, my carbohydrates, or even my sugars. I've got to jump right to the fat. Well, guess what happens then? You immediately start seeing that the fat starts burning off, and your body starts to look a little bit different. And then, of course, you've got Sisel Sport to give you all the motivation that you need to go out and do your daily activities and keep you satisfied and going longer. And obviously, then there's this aspect, which I mentioned earlier. So about midday today, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I pounded a little bit of my Sisel Sport because I knew I had the call coming up. I wanted to be active. I wanted to be focused. I wanted to have the clarity and the cognitive thought and function. And folks, I'm telling you, you can hear where it's coming from. These are not scripted calls. These calls are the ability that we have to do what we need to do to bring the message to you. So with that being said, I am super excited about a couple of people that I spoke with earlier, and I had seen them all over social media. I see these guys posting up all kinds of thoughts and ideas, and we're going to get to a couple of them in just a minute. But the first person that I want to bring on, and you guys have probably seen her, she's bounced around social media quite a bit and has shown off some of the products and absolutely loves Sisel products. But I had a chance to talk to Danny Knight earlier. She goes by Danny K. And I'll tell you what, Danny, it was a blast talking to you. The stories that you told, I want you to share a couple of those with everybody tonight. But Danny is a person that's in Maryland. She has her own fitness studio, her own fitness shop where people come in and they get trained and they get taught how to live a healthier lifestyle and how to get back into shape. And if you can go as hardcore as you want or as light as you want. But the fact is that if you're working out with Danny, from what I understand, there's probably no moderate speed. It sounds like it's 0 to 100 very, very quickly. So Danny, I want to welcome you to the call, and maybe you can just take everybody through some of the things that you do for your clients and your friends, as well as some of the products and the nutritional support that you give them and the ideas around Sisel products. So Danny, welcome to the call.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It was great talking with you this afternoon. So, yeah, definitely. I've been in the industry, the fitness industry, for 30 years. And that's kind of odd because I'm only 25. No, I'm just kidding. And so 30 years in the industry, and I've done supplements. I've dabbled here, I've dabbled there, and nothing has really taken off and really worked like these Sisel products. With my gym, yes, I do personal training. It's a 24/7 gym. People can just come in and work out on their own, or they can obviously get training. I do meal plan, real food meal planning. You talked about the calories in, calories out. That's, that's the kind of thing. I don't do the fad diets or whatever. It's straight up CICO, calories in, calories out. So when you walk through my gym, it's a family atmosphere. It's the passion that I bring. It's not just my job; it's my passion. I connected with John Koga, and he was telling me about this amazing supplement called Sisel Ripped, and I was like, whatever. I've done these, amino acids. I've told him, I've done all of these kinds of different supplements and everything, and they might work for a time, a couple of months or something, or maybe not even, or you might feel a little bit of jolt or something when you do something, and then it kind of wears off. And so I'm just look, I don't do any of that stuff. I just, straight up clean eating, protein shakes, real food, and that's it. He was like, look, just shut up and just try this Sisel Ripped. And he kept saying it was amino acids. And I was like, look, I've done amino acids, BCAAs, I've done it. And he was like, look, this is EAAs. This is way better than BCAAs. And I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll try it. So I think I got it on a Friday. I took it Saturday. I don't work out on Saturdays and Sundays. I took it on a Saturday. I took it on a Sunday. And then Monday, start my workout regimen. And, I was kind of increasing some of my weights already. And I thought, is this a placebo? This can't be because I was already maxing out my heavy weights when I was lifting. You know what I mean? I lift as heavy as I can. I don't, half-ass anything. And, so then the next day is my chest day, and I picked up my normal, regular 55-pound dumbbells that I'm pressing, and they went up kind of easy, and I put them down. I picked up the 60s, and they kind of went up easy. And I looked over at one of my members, and he's like, what are you doing? How are you doing that? I'm like, I have no clue, but this stuff that John told me to go on, I'm lifting crazy stuff. So I was putting up the 65 dumbbells by myself. I'm 5'0", I weigh 118, 120 pounds, and I'm putting up these 65 dumbbells like they were balloons, right? And it was, so I got off, I finished my workout, I got off, I called John, I was like, dude, does this really work this fast? And he just wouldn't stop laughing because he knew how great this product was. And of course, me, I have to be seen, I have to see it to believe it. You know what I mean? So when I actually saw this, and I just could not believe it, I'm posting on social media, people are like, what the hell are you doing? And, all of my members, that do come in, can't stop talking about how the Sisel Ripped was just so absolutely amazing. So a lot of my, members got on, and a couple of my people, trainers and stuff, they started being distributors of it. And there was with the Sisel Ripped, it's with the Restore, Repair, and Recover is absolutely amazing. So not only did it increase my strength, I teach Koga on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I do my normal regular workout Monday through Friday. I do the Sisel Ripped after. It's a post-drink, so I do it right after. But I was also noticing my knees kind of getting swollen, little fluid in them after my Koga classes. And I was like, what the heck? So let me try another Sisel Ripped after Mondays and Wednesday classes. And the swelling went away. I have no more fluid in my knees. I can completely bend down and do everything that I need to do and without any struggles or anything like that. So, Sisel Ripped was definitely my first believer. It made me a firm believer in Sisel products. And then from there, just going on to like I've used the AGE, the Fucoidan. I definitely tried. I got the Sisel Sport. I am a firm believer in that. I never took a pre-workout, but this one I definitely love. I've been taking it for about maybe 2 weeks now, and I just got my Sisel Thin today, and I took it. It's for dinner, lunchtime, and dinner time. So like I'm kind of excited to see, what I don't really need to lose a lot of weight, but I like to have my body frame, my weight at a certain weight, and it's about 5 pounds over, and I kind of fluctuate back and forth, but I want to see what I actually can do and what it actually will be doing for me before, obviously, I start spreading it around and telling people, but I'm already telling people because I already actually see some difference as far as like clarity and stamina and energy, that kind of thing. I already felt it kind of working. And so it's just crazy how Sisel products, I mean, they work on the cellular level. We all know that, but it's just crazy how immediately you feel those effects of some sort. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing line, and I definitely thank John Koga for getting me into this because it's definitely a great line, great product. I've been within the industry for about 28 years before I actually put my name to something, to a product line. So, and this was the one, and I'm grateful that I chose this one. Grateful that John brought it to my attention.
Well, Danny, I got to tell you, I mean, again, if any of you haven't followed Danny, you'll not only be inspired and motivated, but you'll also see that her body type is, as she's saying. I mean, I was even surprised to hear that you were on the Sisel Thin. I'm super happy about it, but it also gives me an indication that a lot of people just need the product. I mean, for the focus, the clarity, the brain fog to go away. A lot of those things are just important, but obviously the other side of it is a little bit of the cheating. I'm sure you don't cheat. I'm sure you're really, really clean in the way you eat based on, I can see your abs. I told everybody today that my, that I have one ab, and it's really more of a pony keg than a six pack. But the fact is, it's really super impressive. And I'm wondering also if you wouldn't mind, I know that you've got two people that you train with and that train with you and that are just absolute believers as well in the Sisel products. But Anna and Tony, would you mind bringing them on for me?
Yeah. Sure, yeah. So Anna, I've known Anna and Tony for probably about 15 years. It was at a gym that I used to work at, kind of lost after that gym closed. We kind of, lost touch or whatever. Then I opened up my gym, and lo and behold, they come walking through my door. And of course, people, members, clients, people just following me from gym to gym is awesome and amazing. But these two, they followed me to my gym. Now it's my gym, and they followed me to my gym. They were members for a few years. Anna then actually became a trainer for me. She's been a trainer at Danny Ketogenic Wellness for about 2 years. Tony got him certified as a Koga instructor. As COVID came about, I was also in a car accident probably about a week and a half before my gym got shut down because of COVID. So the only way that I could actually start getting to the people, to my members and everything, was through live videos and so forth, trying to, drum up something for my members to stay focused and healthy through this COVID shutdown. And so with my car accident, I couldn't do it. So I had to, bring on Tony. We got him certified. And he's been killing it as a Koga instructor, and actually kicked John Koga's butt a couple of times. But at any rate, we're not going to go there. But they're Sisel distributors. Thermogenesis. I think as far as I know, they use Thermogenesis. The Ripped, definitely, that's complete, a staple at Danny Ketogenic Wellness. You got to be doing the Sisel Ripped. And the Thermogenesis, we always call that the liquid gold, because we're through a lot of aches and pains. And I think Tony just started on the Sisel Sport. So these guys are definitely big, firm believers in Sisel. And I'm blessed to have them, not just my friends, but, working with me and, just members of my gym and my family at Danny K Gym and Wellness. So with no further ado, there's Anna and Tony. Guys, push *6 and bring it on.
How you doing?
There you go. Awesome.
Good. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us on here.
What's happening? Okay, so I love all the products. I do the Sisel tea, which I missed for a very long time because it wasn't on the market. But so we finally got it back. I use the Sisel tea along with the H2 stick. I mix those together before my workout, and I kind of drink that while I'm working out a little bit. And then once I'm done working out, then I go to the Sisel Rip. I am going to order the Thin, the Sisel Thin, because Danny was telling me about it today, and we had talked about it when it first came out. So I would really like to try that. I'm about Danny's size of about 5 foot. I weigh about 117 pounds. I don't have the muscle mass that Danny has, but I'm working on it. I'm 57 years old. So going through with my age, I think the Sisel Thin would really help. So I did my group training tonight, and I was talking to one of the girls, Valerie. I think Danny, is she a distributor, or is she just? Yeah, okay.
She is.
So I was talking to her tonight about the Sisel Thin. So she had literally texted me this evening and said, "What is that called? I'm online right now." So I told her about it. So yes, and I think, I'll let Tony tell you what he's been getting into with the Sisel.
Yeah, when we were introduced to the Sisel, I think the first thing that Danny had us try was the thermal cream. And I had a little bit of tennis elbow, and I've always had a little bit of shoulder problems, especially trying to lift more weights. And Danny brought that cream out, and I tried it, and wow, it really, really helped me out. Just get past it. Even during the day when I'm at work, if it's bothering me, I'll put a little on, and it gets me through the day. And then we started with the tea and the Sisel Rip, and the Rip is just, I love it. I think I push myself a good bit when I'm at the gym, and I was always feeling a little bit the next day since I started the Rip. I have not felt it the next day. I'm like, man, I got to start pushing myself more. But it's the Rip that really just helps you recover from the working out. And if I do feel it the next day, I'll take another Rip in the morning, and I feel great the rest of the day. And I love the pre-workout, the sport. It just started. I just got mine the other day. Danny turned me on to it last week, and I tell you what, I was at the gym and I went through my workout, and I came home and I started cleaning the house. I had so much energy; it was crazy. Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
And he was, when is my sport coming in?
Yeah,
I'm like, I ordered it.
And I had also started taking Core Restore, which really helped me out. And I think with that, with just, you can't go wrong with any of these products. Nope. They're just everything we have tried, we have been amazed with. Yeah. I appreciate all of you for putting this together and just sticking with it. It is awesome.
It is. We love it.
Well, Anna and Tony, I thank you so much for jumping on the call tonight. And obviously everybody just loves hearing this kind of stuff because everybody needs that motivation, that inspiration. And Danny, I got to tell you, I mean, truly, you have inspired me. We've never had a chance to talk, but we've been friends on different social media platforms. And I literally look at these photos, I see you working out, and it gives me the desire to go in and start doing things that are active and on and on. So again, Danny, thank you so much for being on and telling everybody about everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. I know, she does. It's contagious, I tell you. Well, and I'm going to bring on John Koga. You know, John, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background because years ago, Ray Hutchison calls me up and he goes, "Hey, I've got a buddy of mine. He's into yoga and kickboxing, and he's called this Koga," and, you know, on and on and on. And I said, well, this sounds super cool. And I used to be a competitive cyclist. Some of you may know that. And I used to love to, get out and be extremely active and even in the gym, spend a lot of time in the gym over the years. And so when I met John for the first time and we talked and we had a great conversation, and Ray, of course, is one of the greatest accountability coaches out there. And so we've had chances to really get to know each other over the years. Well, we went down to Mexico one year and I asked John, I said, hey, would you be willing to do some workouts while you're down here with us with a group of our Sisel distributors? And John said, I'd love to. So every morning he woke up and his team and his crew went out and they set up shop and we went and had these big workouts. Well, let me just tell you this. I thought, well, how hard can it be? How hard really can it be to do some kickboxing and yoga or these stretches or these movements and on and on. So I took my wife downstairs the first morning and we literally just kind of walked right in and said, okay, let's go. Let's, what do we got? I couldn't walk for 2 days after that workout. My legs hurt so bad. And I literally said to John, okay, what is it? What are you doing? And he said, listen, man, this is a long time that I've spent putting together these exercises and these movements that I know are going to do something for the body. And then he said, but I needed the nutrition. I needed the supplementation. I needed the supplements to help me along that line. And so we've talked a lot over the years, and I just obviously have a great friendship with John. And I just am so impressed with everything. I talked about my Peloton experience on my bike lately. And John said, yeah, they've been trying to contact me to have me help them and, be part of the instructor course and other people within his organization. So, John, I'm not going to belabor it anymore. But, boy, I'll tell you what, you've been a great advocate of the Sisel products, but also of the healthy lifestyle that people need. So welcome to the call, John Koga.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much, man. I have to tell you, I'm going to be respectful of everybody's time, so I'll be quick, but I just want to just quick introduction on myself. But first, I can't even go any further in this phone call without thanking the man above, Mr. Tom Maurer, because his belief in myself and Ray and Pat Garrett and everybody that knew this man and knows this man and loves this man, I'm on this call today because of Tom Maurer, okay? Ray is crazy guy comes walking into a gym about 10 years ago. I'm sitting in the sauna. Well, let me take a first step back. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is John Koga, and I created a workout program that's called Koga, which is a fusion of kickboxing and yoga. And we have 7 different formats or types of Koga fitness. Okay. If you go to kogafit.com, you can see what they're about. Created the workout in 2001, so we're actually celebrating our 20-year anniversary this year in 2021. And when I created Koga back in 2001 here in New York, I trademarked it, of course, and patented my certain logos and moves and all that. And people are like, how does this guy combine kickboxing and yoga? Well, my background is I have a black belt in Shotokan and Shorin-ryu. I'm also a master yoga instructor, and my college background is I have my master's in physical therapy. So I was pretty well versed and rounded in knowing how the human body works as far as kinesiology and movement, how to prevent injury, how to repair and do therapy on injury, but more importantly is how to keep people injury free. So when I created Koga back in 2001, the first thing in my mind was to create a program that was for everybody. For 8 to 80, we have special needs program, we have a kids program, we have Koga for the morbidly obese, we have Koga for my NFL clients, my professional athletes. But the bottom line is that it's for everything, for everybody. And I want you to remember what I just said. It's for everybody. And I'm going to tell you how that ties in to my partnership and relationship with Sisel. I never wanted to exclude anybody. I never wanted to see the kid sitting on the sidelines, okay? I never wanted to see that kid that, wasn't the star football player, basketball player, field hockey player, the one that had to sit on the sidelines and never get dirty, never get their grass on their knees, okay? I wanted everybody in the game, and I still do to this day, and I surround myself with the right people, the Danny Kays, the Pat Garretts, the Ray Hutchinsons. They're all team players, okay? So what happened was I created Koga, started taking off, started picking up some momentum. I was fortunate enough living in New York City that Dr. Oz and his wife had come and started taking my class at the Manhattan Movement and Arts Center. And back in 2012, 2012, Dr. Oz asked if I wanted to do a segment on his show. So I thought about it for about a tenth of a second and said, sign me up. Next thing you know, we're on the Dr. Oz show. Dr. Oz voted Koga his favorite workout, one of his favorite workouts of all time. And that was it. The floodgates opened up. Every country that Dr. Oz segment aired and people reached out to me. This is kind of pre-social media and all that good stuff. And they're like, listen, how do we bring Koga to Australia, to Canada, to Germany, to Italy, to Spain? So I had this program, really doing well. Created a certification. If you have any trainers or instructors that that you love, we'd love to get them involved with Koga, because Koga is a great bridge to penetrating the fitness market, health and wellness market, with our wonderful Sisel products. Okay, which I'm going to get off the whole Koga things. I really want to talk about Sisel. But so here we are, 2021, with hundreds of certified Koga instructors all around the world. And the only thing was missing, I'm going to get back to Ray. So back in 10 years ago, 2011, 2012, I had just finished teaching a Koga class, and I went into the sauna at this gym over here in Long Island, and I was just kind of decompressing. And I look across, and there happened to be a guy in there, looked like he was reading a newspaper. And every couple of seconds, I felt like somebody was looking at me. And I said, what the hell is going on over here? I look up, I see this guy look at me. All right, no problem. Hey, what's up? All right, I go back. I'm trying to do some breathing, some pranayama breathing. He looks up. I look up again. I see him looking at me. I said, all right, this guy either wants to knock me out, or he's got something. I don't have any money on me right now, because all I have is a towel on me. And he goes to me, hey, you're that Koga guy, right? Now I'm like, oh, God, whose crazy husband is looking for me, for this John Koga that teaches my wife? He goes, listen, man. He goes, I'd love to talk to you. I said, listen, this is obviously not the time or the place. He goes, are you involved with any products? And I said to him, as a matter of fact, at the time I was. So he said to me, hey, listen, I saw what you did in there. I literally drove all the way out here to see, me and Ray knew of each other because we're from Long Island, so we kind of knew that we knew each other's names. We weren't as close or as tight as with Sisel, how Sisel, brought our relationship together. Long story short, I said one thing to him. I said, hey, Ray, I said, obviously Koga is my baby, just like Sisel is your baby. He goes, I said to him, how much money are you making? At the time, Ray says, I'm making nothing. He goes, but I'm building a team that's going to bring in residual income. He knew I knew the terms because I was with another company. He said, but I can tell you this, there's nothing but opportunity that awaits for you with this company. We have the best products. I said, I'll tell you what. He met me. He goes, I'll tell you what, meet me tomorrow at Panera. I'll bring some products. We'll have some samples. So sure enough, we get to Panera the next day. I'm sitting, Ray's there. He has some product out. We start talking. He's telling me about the science behind the company, because I'm a science guy with my background. And I just out of the blue, I said to him, hey, Ray, let me ask you something. The other company I was with, I really wanted to try to bring my workout programs to see if they would just kind of let me just do it in a janitorial closet at the corporate office. That's all I'm asking. I said, how well do you know the owner? He goes, well, I know the owner pretty good. Why? He goes, you think there's a chance I can maybe meet him one day to just tell him what my vision is in fitness and how I think we can really bring the fitness industry into Sisel? He goes, meet him. Takes out his phone, boop, 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 dials the numbers. Next thing you know, hey, Tom, I'm with that Koga guy. Hand to God, folks. I'm with that Koga guy. I said, wait a minute. The company I was with for 7 years that I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to, when I try to reach out to the owner, I got the owner's assistant, I got the custodian, I got the guy in the mailroom. I could never get to the person. All of a sudden, I get on the phone, and I was shaking, and I don't really get, starstruck. I train a lot of celebrities and pro athletes. But with Tom Maurer on the other line of that phone, he said, hey, John Koga, it's a pleasure to have you on. He goes, I got to tell you, you're like the modern-day Jack LaLanne. I'm like, oh, shit, this is crazy. I said, hey, Tom, really, I appreciate I said, okay, that kind of told me how old he was if he's talking about Jack LaLanne, but I'll take it, So anyway, guys, so here's the deal. So from that point on, Tom Maurer had welcomed me with open arms, okay, because Ray Hutchinson took that phone out and put his money where his mouth was with the integrity and the honesty that is the backbone of this company. Right then and there, I said, Ray, normally I give it 30 days. I want to try products out. I go, guess what? Sign me up right now. I have to be part of this company. Okay. So now fast forward to what I was saying about, I created these programs for everybody. Once I saw what Sisel had, and I saw that Sisel excludes nobody, zero. If you're a child, if you're a housewife, if you're an elderly, if you're special needs, we have products for everybody. It was the marriage made in heaven. So then when I finally got to get out, and I think Tom actually and Aaron came out to Long Island to do I think we were launching maybe, I don't know, TSX or something. I got to meet these guys, and once again, Tom Maurer treated me like, first of all, like I was one of his own. He would get on the calls, and he would realize, I said, Tom, you don't have to promote Koga. I want to learn about Sisel, So here we are, fast forward now to the importance of the products that I've been, looking for, not like everybody else that's out there that chases the shiny lure, so to speak, when somebody in their family brings in another company. And you know what? I'm not going to bash companies, but I can certainly tell you this. I always told everybody that, how comforting it is to know. Now, I don't have a doctorate in nutrition, but I said I have a scientist in nutrition, okay? I have a scientist that if I need to get somebody on the phone to discuss the true intricacies of these products, as far as ingredient and what goes into the clinical studies, I said, I sleep well every night knowing that Tom Maurer, now Maurer Jr., now Maurer Jr., and Maurer Cubed, and Maurer Squared, they're all involved, okay? The Aaron Rennerts of the world, the Milos of the world, the Pat Garrett. So here we are with the company 10 years. I always was waiting I knew we had some great products that had come out, right from Sisel Rip to Fire and Ice to Sisel Lean, which nobody even mentioned. It's in my veins. So recently, and I fell off the boat. There's a lot of you guys that are on the call right now that we really held hands 3 or 4 years ago with this whole Koga Fit Sizzle Hot campaign. You guys have been great. Many of you guys got certified. You've come to the conferences that we've had. You've done the workouts. But I'm here to tell you guys, if you're on this call for the first time, somebody brought you on the call, this is the real deal. Okay, the Danny Kays of the world, the trainers that I know that are the top trainers in the industries. They swear by these products, okay? And Danny would never put a name on something. I would never put my name on something. And I am so beyond excited. It was like Christmas came again and again and again. I'm still waiting for my Sisel Thin, because I did put a few COVID-19 on. But anyway, when these 2 products came out, I immediately called Pat Garrett, and I said, Pat, I need to know more about these things. And he said, John, these are game-changing, man. I said, we say that every time a product comes out from Sisel, it's game-changing, because it is. So I'm excited to tell you guys that I have some workouts. We're going to speak to Aaron and speak to Milo. We're going to speak to Ray and Pat about providing you guys with some really cool workouts, because while Tom used to love to say, you don't even need to exercise with these things, and I would cringe. And he was obviously joking around. But the fact of the matter is that if you add a little exercise, we have a saying in the industry, if you're moving, you're winning. And it's simply the facts. So you add the movement, and I don't care if it's Koga, I don't care if you're walking up and down a flight of stairs, you have to get out and move and get that circulation, because with circulation, everything else that we put in our body, especially Sisel products, are going to get enhanced and magnified tenfold, okay? So we're here for you. I'm here for you. Our Koga Fit Sizzle Hot team on Facebook. You guys can follow us on there if you have any questions, all right? You want to join us for some workouts. I'm looking forward to speaking to Aaron further about getting you guys access to our whole multitude of workouts that we have for all levels. Aaron, so I'm sorry for babbling on, man, but I haven't been on a call in 4 years, and I'm so excited to be back on a call. So thank you for inviting me.
Hey, John, absolutely, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. We've had a lot of discussions over the years and a lot of dialogue about how to get people into an active state of mind, and I think you may have just said this, but you've always said, and every time I've talked to you, said, if you're moving, you're winning. And I think that is the key. We just need to stay active, folks. We need to put a little bit of exercise into our daily routine. And I'm telling you, with John and the things that he's done and the things that he's built over the course of years is a great testament to Danny and Anna and Tony and what we've heard tonight. And I am just super impressed with everything we've heard, as well as the opportunity to tell people about these incredible products, because truly, when you're supplementing with something, every time you take a capsule, every time you take a swig of a Sisel Sport, it makes you think about the things that you're trying to do to help you in your efforts to again, shed the weight, get fit, do whatever it is that you're actually going after actively. And you've got to think about it from that perspective. So again, it's a reminder, it's a teaser for the brain. Every time you do something like that, you're doing something that tells you, hey, I got to be a little bit more active. I've got to watch what I'm eating. I've got to watch, again, as Danny always says, and as I've always said as well, it's the calories in, calories out. You got to be cautious and cognizant of everything that you're putting in your system. So with that being said, for John Koga, Danny Knight, Anna, and Tony, thank you so much for being on the call. I'm going to turn it over to our Director of North American Sales, Milo Costa, who is literally a guy who is a product of the product. He's a walking testimony as well. And he got down to a point where he said, look, I feel like I'm actually at a point where I can start introducing some other foods back into my diet, because he's getting more active into working out, doing all these things. But I'll tell you this right now. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I know Milo hates hearing this, but when he walks around the office, everybody's like, Milo, what are you doing? What's going on? How did you lose so much weight? What's happening with your body type? And on and on and on. So Milo, take it away.
Thank you so much, Aaron, and thank you so much, guys, for being on this call. Seriously, it's amazing just to listen to these professional athletes validate our products. It feels comforting for myself, being part of the Sisel family, to go out and represent the company and the products, because it just once again just reaffirms that we're in the right place at the right time, guys. So please. We have great products. Yeah, like Aaron was saying, we would like to be product of the product. I've been taking this product since October 26th. I actually measured my body fat percentage last week. I'm down to 18%, and it's awesome. I feel awesome, and it's just not those two products. I've taken the Sisel Rip, the post-workout, the free workout, the Sisel Thin, the shakes, the Siseline, it just everything like you guys, like John was saying, and Danny and Anna and Tony, all the products that we have, guys, will help you guys change your lives and change other people's lives as well. So we will be having these awesome calls again, every single Tuesday night, 7:00, guys, same number, same access code. The recording should be up and available for you guys starting tomorrow. Please make sure that you share this awesome call with everybody on your team. I'm going to be sharing the winners for the 2 free Sisel Thins. And thank you guys for putting your comments on Facebook and sharing your recipes and your motivation on social media, and for calling in and leaving your testimonies also on the 6700 number. But for these 2 winners for the Sisel Thin is Trina Atkins Porter will get one, and Sarah Byler will get another Sisel Thin, and we'll ship that tomorrow for you guys. And for the winners of the Sisel Sport, James O'Keefe and Christy Kopecki are the winners for the Sisel Sport. So congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences, sharing your testimonials on our Facebook pages, and seriously, it helps a lot to people looking for a way to lose weight with products that really help. Believe me, guys, this is the right place at the right time, that we have the right products out there to help people change lives. The number 1 New Year's resolution is weight loss, and probably the second one or third is make money. So you can do both of them at the same time. We have a great promotion right now in February that you buy one of the packs that has the Sisel Thin and the Sisel Sport, and your brand new distributor won't pay the initial fee. So if you have any questions, call customer service, call us, let us know how we can help. Please make sure that you guys know that we are here to help you. We basically work for you guys. If you guys need us to do anything to help your business, you can count on us. So, guys, thank you so much for your time this evening, and please, if you guys are guests in this call, make sure that you get with a person that asked you to be on this call, that invite you to this call, and ask him questions. Ask him how to start, how you can start with this program. What's the keto diet? How you get information. We have great guides that can help you know exactly what you guys need to eat every single day, when to take our products, how much water, what exercise every day. So step-by-step guide that we have that will help you guys accomplish your goals. So thank you so much once again for your time. We'll see you next week, guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.